I'm doing an interview with Kayla on depression and how it affects her daily life. Okay, my first question for you is, how long have you had depression?
Well, it was clinically diagnosed or whatever in 6th grade, but I've been dealing with it since a couple years before that.
Do you take medicine for your depression?
Yeah, I'm on Wellbutrin and Lamictal.
And then what time do you take those each day?
In the morning, I take Wellbutrin, and I'm also on Adderall, which kind of affects both attention deficit and depression because helps me not pay attention to the depression stuff. And then at night, I take the Lamictal.
And how much of those do you take?
Uh, Adderall, I think I'm on 300, Wellbutrin 150, and Lamictal is 100, 150.
Okay. Describe your life with and without the medicine.
Well, with the medicine, I guess I'm just every other kid. I mean, I have problems and stuff too with the meds, but it's just I don't concentrate on them as much and dwell on all the bad stuff. And without the meds, it's basically really hard for me to even get up out of bed and pay attention to anything, even music. And I love music, and without the meds, it's hard even to pay attention to that.
Can you take me through your daily routine from morning till night?
I mean, with or without the meds.
Just like your normal day. Like what do you do? Like what's a normal day for you?
Well, basically, I wake up and Mom drags me out of bed because I hate waking up in the morning because I like to sleep.
Is part of the drowsiness caused from your medication?
A little bit. That's why I take the Lamictal at night instead of in the morning.
Okay.
It's I used to take it in the morning and I just sleep the whole first hour of the day. That's why I didn't pass driver's ed, so it kind of sucks.
So you get up.
And I take my meds first thing when I go downstairs, and I go to school, and then it takes about 15 minutes or whatever to get to school, and so by then meds have kicked in, and so then I can concentrate in school and stuff. And then at the end of the day, I either go home or I go to my aunt's house and I just kind of hang out or whatever, do my homework, and then I take my other meds around anytime between 8 and 10. And with those, I usually get tired within an hour and a half, 2 hours, and by then I'm asleep.
Okay. What's it like at school?
Without the meds?
Just in general, knowing that you have depression, does that make it any different, or?
Well, that's kind of difficult to answer since going through middle school the whole time with it, and then now in high school, it's also pretty difficult for everyone. I don't know. It really depends on the people in my classes and my teachers, because some people they just don't care or whatever, but other people make a big deal about it and stuff. So.
Now, high school is hard in general. How much harder would you say it is having depression?
Well, I kind of went through some of that when we were messing with my meds earlier this year, and it was just insane. I could not pay attention in class, and I haven't skipped at all this year because I'm on probation, so then I would have to stay in class. And this was before my 504, which is a thing that the counselor and the school psychologist put together, where if I need to get out of class to keep me from doing something that would get me in trouble like I used to do in middle school, then I just go see the counselor or whatever. And if my depression keeps me from doing my schoolwork, I have an extra week to make that up.
Okay. How supportive are your friends?
My friends are incredibly supportive. When I first was diagnosed, and obviously friends have changed middle school and high school, and especially moving to the other side of town with schools or whatever. And so I don't know. It's not really much of a big deal because most of them don't know about it.
Oh.
So.
How about teachers? Are they supportive?
It kind of really depends on the teacher. If they're someone who's experienced it with themselves or a family member, then they're more supportive about it. But if not, and if they don't really understand it at all, they're just like, oh, whatever, that's not an excuse for anything. But since I have my 504 plan, then they kind of have to be accepting.
Okay. And how about your family?
Um, well, my dad has had depression for the past 20 years too, so we kind of deal with that also, and he tries to be really supportive, but it's difficult to like get support and give support at the same time.
Do you find yourself ever helping him out in times when you feel like you need help?
I guess so. Sometimes we go out and we talk or whatever, and he says that helps both of us. I don't know.
At the same time?
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody about depression if they didn't know anything about it?
Well, probably the biggest thing is to try and be supportive and don't push them to talk about it if they don't want to. If they need their space, give it to them, and if they need someone to listen, then it's good to listen.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.